Ajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah otu no ade so na womo ekyerkyere mu a kwan ye nam so a emma Ghana yempunto nwuma ho hyehyeye eka esini.
We had the 66 years of Nkrumah in terms of industrialization and development. Yenko baby, abanechi and market time.
When Sankaya Hodo and Enumere Bobo Nina no esi enkonwa edebremo.
Na yadimwa sedama keke pepra. Ono na Ghana henyina yeka rufia na yeka keke pepra. Kane tete pa no ade bi wo ha na akwaye compound name. Eno a na gusu abesi ne. Obi so ope obi abone danso. De asasa ba utirimu a se ope obi abone danso ne keke pepra. Size bia wo bi. Shape bia wo be yi ama wo. Colors ya wodo bia wo pe bia wo de be ma wo. Ne de na nsura wia. Ye pedan so body a na ye ka keke pepra. Enti na say with keke pepra all roofing are possible. That first item beauty oyima feminine mister oba fitiri kwamu ha we besiesie yin kaboni nyina afri wo afei ema empemu agudie ya akono se ansa empemu agudie no unya sa niam anketenkete atete spices ya yedigu aduane so sa enka no akwaya spices bia energize wo enti wunya no sa dia agya wadwa ekoyie basa ayo hima feminine mister ena ubenya sa tinkan nyina afrim yasa wa shawa jere yedi jare wedi ane be kama tuntum kokro tokretia eyu kala no a na etiama fa weni tre islegon na kwagye ya mapaibi high sense Ghana home appliances nyina josio na nsen enkofo bi yeso wo mun so be de high sense ye ni bi eti wo mu de tenda tepe na jatom ebia bibi kitua bi na besi pe na sai free tetentre di besi ne high sense de no ensuro tender ensuro wia ensuro home appliances ya papa nyina ya ton wo high sense sanse ho no everyday price for everyday people. MTN akwaya kokroboti a wusa ahobopa enye yie network ya hodo a wa Ghana ha ayamanimusam dada bebra titi agu MTN wabutantim odaso gina baby a wogina we there for you everywhere you go. Oson's chemist ede Oson's garlic capsules mani pedia ni nya hoden kutia nyarewa umfaso bebre yade anka wonto fom da ya friend Oson's garlic capsules nonum bi na ni pedia no benya hoden sa djume koya da wurumane se amansan tiame kwabena mafo ana
mame biama kwafo yesin konwanwumre edekase bono eba afi ensem no enie be na watwemienu entemo enie na America na fe Europe amaya hodo etonkra ekoma womadehia ewo Ukraine eso bia mu na ketem na ensem a womobambofo de womaso atofom womate afi Russia ene se Russia amana aboaboa akondie kodie wuo ni asra dom ano a womde ekoto ahye Ukraine mino eso ebinum ya so mre ema chese wom kokoko wom amaya hodo mu asemi pie ye no Russia ba bonte magaze we die entra enya no kore yenye ya dwense ye koto aso man bia so yenya ne ye ya de we ye mamu na ehonkro ne ba enra na dwia ena Russia mino se na eye no kore todo wom akwa koto aso Ukraine mino eso ama chese ne ekoso no eni enyai pa ye sansemi ena ye bo modesi ne international relations expert Nana Yaumreku Yarino Ebetrinko Nukroya Chesheni Ewo Macmillan Center for International and Area Studies Ewo Yale University Yewo US of A na wasan ye PhD candidate Ewo Legon Center for International Affairs Department Ewo University of Ghana no dia todwa chemu se santa wantawa asore ewa man mienu mechre Russia ene Ukraine man entemo no efritete ebrebe anase womo twaka ne da womo tayonkofa na eda wo mo ntemu a Ukraine man wo emuatie na Ukraine man aye wo ma dwene say wo mo do wo ho ekwa akobo North Atlantic Treaty Organization ye friend NATO no na no na babeto dwa na odi nkyeremu eba no osan kyeremu bio say Ukraine man no wo mo ne Russia nyina na dom United Soviet Union na say Ukraine man say wo mo eto wo ho do wo ho akobo European Union na saa adwensi ana adwen Ukraine for wo mo efa na no na ankoye Russia man no ede ehunu say Ukraine de no ho kokobo NATO and European Union na Russia for wu yes womo ho anwu womo kra de ne na ne womo ebeto ahye womo so na afi ne besi bia asi esanse Russia man no wo gidie bi say Ukraine ed womo ho ekokobo NATO and European Union womo ban bon ho nsam ebeto sini esanse Ukraine for enim Russia ban bon ho nsam ni ade nyina womo beyi womo to ama ne mebu ho no mo a womo to adadi eno na yenua nana ya mreku edi nkyeremu ema yen kwan ye nam so ema saa otanyi eba bepi Russia and Ukraine man entem
abakase mu no Russia who say Ukraine eka Russia ho until Ukraine there is a significant number of people they share some cultural affinity with Russia but na say mu no Ukraine so epese oye member of NATO anu ntwa so no Ukraine so pese oye member of European Union na eno instem the brain na ekofa ba the moment Ukraine be a member of NATO security apparatus will be established in Ukraine. We have to be security dilemma. Russia able and Tony say Western security apparatus will be established around its borders, around its backyard. Until asama Russia can say one, pese Obama Ukraine I am member of NATO. But I am member of NATO, it will compromise our national security structure. We don't like the idea of, the Western security structure parading across our borders. Two, and we do not want Ukraine to be a member of NATO. And somehow Russia for all this time, you say, "Muni troops need to Mama Ukraine a member of NATO." And now, that time, I'm not saying we're in our costume. The Russia, who say, "Somehow, more money, and Africa no anymore," because the West is pouring its support militarily, economically, politically, everything to Ukraine. Intina Emma Russia able Antonium and Intina the Abbas is here and about.
Now otwa so edin chechemu e ba se saa entokwa yi a asore wa mai mienu entemo no ebetimi de ohaw abawiase nyina na edikan no Russia ebate se asra domu a wo mu apabne e wo mu pa enti ebetimi de se bewiase adwadie ne esikasem ntotoye na ebeto apebe basa afenso amanyosem ebe bibie ho no mo enna Russia man se wo mu ne China fo eye kama pa wo mu ntem kitahudie no wo ma yonkofa no eso se twan ena Russia e wo tumi pa ya se base bia wonka bibi efa bambo honsam e wo wiase nyina ebe ha dwene
Tisia me no ka say oil prices are increasing atwom $100 a barrel. US actually quite now with the US now, the strongest economy in the world now. They are facing one of the peak moments as far as inflation is concerned. Sika semono enkoyi sa ade enkoyi so that na win so the boom. Oko international marketer and then we be starting to see, because of the instability in the global economic market. The first layer of Libya is say America coughs and the world catches cold. But you see idea actually Russia wahinti amobia nyatipaye. Economically, it has repercussions on the global economic structure, and politically, it has repercussions. If you say Russia is a member of Security Council. Security Council, the United Nations, almost no more kasi impu. Russia is a member. He has veto powers. Russia has very good diplomatic relations with China. And quite brave, Russia is a force to reckon with. In fact, Russia is the second largest military in the world. Russia is a very formidable opposition, to the West. I will send the Ukraine and Russia and send at the back.
Na watwa subiem na wacha sese ne ebeboa pa ene se aban ahodo no wo momodien hwese wo na amusifo wo Ukraine ni ade wo mo enkrofo no wo ma de hia wo Ukraine man mu ne Russia man mu nyina no wo betimi ahwese wo mbambo ho nsem bibia atoto yie na etimi aboa esanse sese kura ye kasa yi aban ahodo ni bi wo hono mo a wo makoyi wo ma de hia e de afri aman mienu nyina eso
UK, US, citizens also say they should get back to. In fact, if you account to issue security alert, it's not safe to travel to Ukraine now. Maybe say Ghana, yado anamsifo, Ukraine. And a bay say they'll get in touch with students, and Ghana need or said the Oko school and I say Okodipa, Ebi or Ombetinia to get in touch with them. Connect with them. No matter say the coffee na a mobile or found it in the aboa na almost in the amount. Not on the mom some security of the sort.
Na yɛwura na ya mreku amfa amana so ono ma yɛnsen twɛn salamat kuku apenta san bisa ne bio sɛ enti na nea ɛkeka kwei anya bia yɛn Ghana baabia yɛtei ebetimi di nsunsuanso bɔne bi abrɛ yɛ ne ana
nsunsuanso ne sɛ ne ma bo bɛyɛ den papa wo aman dwa so okoto na ne bo bɛyɛ den a wo de ba ɛsɛ wo de to so na de consumer na ɔtɔ no so tɔ enti ne ma the price are going to skyrocket already no your money hay it's an covid nsensem it's oil prices are costly, and then market there is that pinch of economic hardship. It is not going to make the situations any better, and it's going to trickle down to the ordinary citizen. And you see, the global economic market is destabilized. Until at the point in time, I never better after forming. And politically, Ghana is a non-permanent member of the Security Council now. Every 2 years, they bring on non-permanent members. That time, America says Ghana ekasa non-permanent member of Security Council now. Almost no more say impu. If you said you bit maybe a home then ketua ni enu nyam ebeyo.
Na ne krakra mu no na salamat bisa opanyene se endisesei kwan be ne betimi afa so ama Russia fo a wo ma akoma asori akoma bafom.
Makase asema Russia kano ana ensema odi gu nsinye nti a oyes ade no na medin say esesenka western counterpart no etie ne kaka you said it be security dilemma because a diplomatic avenue they were aggravating the whole situation. Said the alcohol is here me say intokwa ana flexing military models is the way to go. He say I'm not say 40% of energy that the European Union needs to survive is coming from Russia. If you Russia, gas. Apart from that, there are certain minerals are US running the economy is coming from Russia and Ukraine. In the Argentina, you see Konamum, Nemum, Osha Casana is free. UK, Germany, US, Abana, a Casa no day, economic sanctions, possible military, solutions. And also there, it is rather going to harden President Putin say Obeka say Nitie Kasa top a man bottom intimate idea me no. In terms say solution now on say anobaba mu ekoso e wachiri say Kasa ene nyema e be hye President Putin abuho mu bekoso aha.
Abusuani a wote ye yenua bema nana ya umreku oye international relations expert or science so radio Macmillan Center for International and Area Studies ewo Yale University ewo US of A and as I say oye PhD candidate ewo Legon Center for International Affairs Department University of Ghana Legon no na wote so ne yensen twene salamat kokwa pencil etwe nkomo efa entokwa asore ewo Russia and Ukraine are minor entem.
Anansi ekram way so dare ama hunfie o ya de baya me bia someso ya se ukoto sa abo asi unua so a no akata ne se abo asore eso enkaso ansore ne so date ankwa ma ofiri ne so pe e bia no de ba wo so eye Ukraine fo ne Russia fo na enya enti amaye nso ya sansuo de esi abodwesa ho se tre na eja tomu pe na ye de edum no oba Ghana hanum se ya wo asojafo a wo mu gire nyina borders ya wo mu bom pempen tre se terrorist fo yi ene nipa boyfo yi bi ba aba be free Ghana wora pen ho na ya arrest wo mu borders wa enti asojafo no wo mu na anopa ewia nyumra na do bom pempen kotrebetire obi ani wa woda so obi kanani agusu ada no way obi ana enti wo mu ye adwuma saa no mu bra asasi asesa wo mu ne ade asojafo foforo enso koguo enti enne se wo mu ye bi ne afra ne se handing taking over. We mu kwa kwati wo mahome na we mu nso aba be take over na wo ma borders no ho ban kakra nkra ma ye a General Officer Commanding Southern Command Ghana Armed Forces Brigadier General Michael Amoa Eisi ana wakasa wo dwumedie no ase na saa handing over no a command ye 2BN wo mu no wo mu koi eno kana Abbas Aturuk ena wa krona fofraba Lieutenant Kennedy A Banda oni ye 2BN Mayon Barasie wo apramdo asojafo na wo mani de nene na wo mu gudangre forest nim na wo mu ye training wo ha obi antumi mu mfa wo so no wo mu na take over no na bra wo mu take over yi adwumadie no ekoso afia kwasiminti municipality ana papa katre wonum se adwuma na wo mu ye no eye Ghana fo ntini wo mu gina ho first ya ka terrorism a wotini wachichichiri ya se Nigeria terrorist fo aba ho o ma koto asenkofo bi so wa ha sa bredie eni akire bie wo etetare ya huna no ya bi tetetare ya na ho sa ya nya ni da ho ketua bi ebi betumi agba wuram wa ha na o ma ba bedi ya bone te said you omo bombo bus stop ne car stations ni school adan ni ade sei wo mbetumi abeye bi wa ha enti asojafo nei moma mani na ho na momo Ghana ade hye ho ban.
To mention a few, terrorism is now more real than we used to think of. The southwards movement of this trend has put a lot of demands on the state in terms of nation, providing adequate security to our northern territories and other parts of the country. It has no frontage and can strike anywhere, anytime. And therefore, we as members of the security forces have to be ever ready to meet the challenge and surmount those challenges properly, and so that the safety and the security of the state remains intact. Standing, we have our own internally generated security challenges that threatens the survival of the state and the nation more than what we think of.
Dear Yatisa Wakase, Aya Brigadier General Michael Amoa Eisi, na womu krono. Penia wada womu anwa meboni dino kana Abbas Aturuk ana wakatre womu ebe take over no say 2nd Infantry Battalions onza sojafo no ye wom battalions wa ebinom 64 battalions Atrada regiment nti ye womu different ya womu ebe take over yi ana ye 2nd Infantry Battalion ana wakate wonum say ebra na wono wo ho no akade pa yesi asojafo mfa moban ebu omusu say ya tam enti womu ba be take over no de wo betumi aye ede support womu maba mbo tumi agina ne naso a obi ameti ense yenso no obeya ne sa pepepa ma womu.
The unit maintains over 23 detachments and duty posts across the 2 regions in support of the civil authority. The unit under my leadership as the commanding officer over the past 3 years has also seen some monumental and high-impact projects. The most important were accommodation projects. Accommodation has been a major challenge that has engaged my attention since my assumption of command, besides my operational commitments. Spans from lack of accommodation for young officers, about 34 of them, dilapidated accommodation for our soldiers, leaking roofs across the barracks, and most importantly, the use of communal washrooms, where about 50% of our soldiers share washrooms.
Dear Yatisa Wakase kana Abbas Aturuk na womuwie ye no said ya sojafo no womutaye no womu emu kono womu ba no na se womu etente mu kakra ho no mu aduru sa bredi a ne prate edre ai no womuta ekrim na ba kwa we so atiem prate at the right hand, Sammy Fortes should have carried that around. Hi, no more cream. I just say yes. Emrantiana a crado, set terrorist Sibia or Bebahano. Okay, any appear down quite crazy and any missus.
Asinfoso Divisional Police Commander Chief Superintendent Edith Gano ede adesedia to abanyenim enafe aboafo eku ahodo ese womuntwomani emehwa prosifo na akade ebeboa ma prosifo madwuma etimi akonkan na womunsa entimi enka na omummoa emmo emra ejapade na fenipa enkwa ehoban Chief Super Gano ede tudwa esanse na anu ya jese wonya abosome kra bra wokoje organize okoye police commander ewa Asinfoso no mo na woche mu se nyese bia se bia prosifo ato wo madwuma jeje mu ne san akande a wo munyentu wo mu ye adwuma pa na wono kra wo ba Asinfoso mpotam wate se ahensam ho manso wo mpotam ho papa na ahensam ho manso so de wanwe yie ebetoto bambo ase ina yes wo mu hia akande a wo betim bia boban na se bia mfo manfo enkwa ankoto esane mo de semi etudwa ebra wo mo eyem ohene ene o manfo wo ase ekropon kabo mu esi police station kama ultra modern one ankasa ena wo mo edema o mai prosi adwumako no.
The rented police station where personnel were accommodated in this town was not very suitable in terms of requisite standard of police facilities. However, the police had worked with the little we have all this while because we are committed to the service of mankind in maintenance of law and order. That is our calling, and the police service cannot turn its back on the people. As Asin Akropong and its adjacent communities have so much need of the police service, it would have been unfortunate and lack of patriotic spirit if police here had abandoned their responsibilities on the grounds of unavailability of suitable facilities and resources.
Eni awoti ye Asinfoso Divisional Police Commander Chief Superintendent Edith Gano na eno achi na omai abusuapanyo wo asen ekropon na kwabena sante wono so ede to prosi adwumako no enim ese wo hia prosi fondo do no a ewo pom ho no manfo so den se na ebe ya won ba behwa ma emra ne pepe ye timi akonkan wo san de tudwa ebio chese nya prosi fondo do mo hia nko ene ohawo a wo mo fam wo mo hia kai ye do on be kwa ba prosifo de be bom pempe ewo Asinfoso emonte ahodo se na ebe ya bone a asore wo mo ye ndasuom ne ade nyina no eto ebetwa.
So the Bible come amaye the police bono umsa na umso ndi juma no otiman ene ya ka no send me be say obi juma so amaye ko ye matem a ka bia ri ba bia ibi si wa ha ye bre ifi ha ko juma se rekese ya kenkesu awrabo no mo keka ho no ni nyina ka bia ni ha ibi si ba kise ha taxi say ye fanko ye ba sere eni oba ye say be na se ya me hira no se waji ato.
Ne krakra mo na project coordinator oda Asen Kropon Youth Association ano ora Frank Asante ono so editu dwa se Asen Kropon Youth Association no afa dwene se wo mo eba besi 12 unit bedroom ya kitchen ne toilet na ewo mu ese police quarters e dia ma prosifo se na ebe transfer wo mo edo mo ba Asinfoso ne Asen Kropon ho no mo a wo betimi enya baabi atena amom ho adwo wo mo na wo mabɔ adwuma.
Tani nyamenta de ende metimi aboa ma police station ya besi wo yi mehwe se dan no mo ba me na so a mo nti se youth bi a ebia mom bibi na ma kwacha mo ho enti sie no ma me hu se mehwa ni ni ampo de ba ha mo be ya ma na ye ka bete kwashe mo busa ni se diensa ene papa no mo ye den eja to ho mai je mbe busa se de political party no mo join ye esapa mo twa to ho no enne na se mo ba ombe hu sampa yensu youth no ye konkopa ade to ho enya amayoko etan amayoko de de meka no ebe to so
Eni awoti ye project coordinator da Asen Kropon Youth Association Anora Frank Asante Ensentre ni Oscar Adawuda Zenebo Ansemiano ebae
na atumadia bi ekoso ana womo yede akai osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana mampani a wodi kan na afiedi a womo di edin a womo de to so tim no wose Ghana without Nkrumah the journey so far Ghana Kwame Nkrumah nka ho bebi ewie ye nie na political affairs committee chairperson Emma Convention People's Party CPP Kwame Jantua and wakasa wodumedie no ase no wɔkyerɛ sɛ na ɛda no yɛ February da ɛtɔ so aduonu 9 24th February 1966 wasajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Ghana mampani a wodi kan ekode Ghana si ho ene yesi o basabasa ebi asi wo North Vietnam ene China into one konkorhe na asumje emra wonum ntem ena papa tu hu okoye wakwa kwasiesie ntukwaye wiem wasaba wati wiem semu an ye kata ne se ensa maga ne bio sa akọ bebi a ope obetumi akọbọ hu adwa ya yeku yatu eno ena amagana ya daso si ABC mu why na etunu a ese eye General Joseph Ata Ankra onna wetunu National Liberation Council sabre di omu na take over enti omu na ewuru enso sa time no wo se osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah eniama na wodi egu akwam jobs a wo create factories ya na wo ye provisions akwan etetete ahanom ye be ni say aha industrial area ahanom say ya tama port wa ha yenya ahanom say ye develop wa say na nkofo bi tenten Kwame Nkrumah kura wa say o man no eno wo titi cement no wo de ya kwan so ade bia Kwame Nkrumah be ye bia no wo mai wo mu samalat no wo mu gina ntan tobaya eno wo say o man no eno wo nya ni ye ye ne yete wo no mu a enke ye be ye kura chen de wo ye monse ade bia wo ye enso say ni pei tabi wo de man so wonya wo batoto apapa so sisi a eno osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah eniama pa wo ye yetu ni ya edifra akonwa so ne niama woja no wo hodi besi nne ye da so kai we ba obetoto papa so no okọ no we nso aba obetoto papa so kakra no no nso kọ the same thing na nka Kwame Nkrumah da so te wonu se wo mampeni a eda wado kaga na be de te se wo
because coups esi wo Ghana nyina no 66 was the most dangerous coup nipa wui nipa dwane sempi the history of this country was reverted and we haven't been able to find our feet since then me let's be so hwen Nkrumah factories are while lining up sankasa factories no kranka be 3% wo hakra ana quarter kra wo hakra anka yibe kwechire. We had the 66 years of Nkrumah in terms of industrialization and development. Yenko baby, abanechi and market time because all your employment of today, yemabnu omu university, omu jumaye. Education, no, we haven't tagged it to job creation.
Na enuachi na wata said the Ghana TSCA, ewe se amuakuni adum. Yate se waba woni ne kurutie na be ma foforo be sentem ukunu kurade oyema meye de chance akurade ama wo de fa no ma no no mfa no nko ento obesa return back the same thing watata sisi a Ghana ahokyere no uka kura unhu se de wunzintrem ahokyere na abonta enipa ahokyere no a se akade ni anyina yakọ watrasa Ghana yete pa ni nyina ye amamuo bone wo mu ba kasade me ba me sei me ma mo ho atomo me de ahoto na eba o me ba ma Ghana ye mo se wo ene Ghana ye timi ayese kuni ni nyina ye Kwame Nkrumah tu ayetu ni ya.
The party is not interested in e-levy because we feel it's immoral. You can't, and if I then decide to send my mother money and she decides to spend it, would they not tax her? They also tax her. So all along the trajectory, we are being taxed on our own money. It's wrong. Whether Dankwa, whether Akufo-Addo, whether Nkrumah, whether Ofori-Atta, Ghana is one. Let's put our heads together and see how we can make this land better for our children. My papa, he fought independence with Nkrumah. They left their legacy. We also need to leave our legacy. Look at what is happening in Parliament today. It's wrong. It has never happened before. But the parties in Parliament should realize that Nyoma Sisa, there's 137. Things will have to change. There needs to be decorum.
na enwati na deputy general secretary ma convention people's party Kwame Nkrumah Bosu enso esre Ghana for say baby edru no maso ansuo maso ansa wo mu nyina wo mu apem we kwa no apem eni da so aka eni se wo mu di CPP beba betena kunwa so na wasesa Ghana sebre
wa sorry na we bubu bibia o papa oyeye na ene wo sorry a ukoji loan ukoyese it is embarrassing because obianim say there is blessing in giving than receiving. And I sorry say ukoji loan no eyenim gwase and I sorry a ye ko baby cry omo person buy visa because omo pe Ghana for omokro. It is embarrassing, but those days no Ghana was as such a place. Ghana was such a great country, say everybody wanted to have something to do with Ghana, but what we see today is not a Ghana that we are supposed to have. We deserve far better. Cool, yeah, it is the most unpatriotic of things ever to do. So I would involve the youth and all Ghanaians. Get involved in the political systems of your countries. If you want power, go through the mill.
Ya no. Ya bobisiama ya kwa brofu okra. Wana eba no agana no wedwane kate ni pakro se mini ho ya buru besia nso ayemfa ya de papa bia entiama yentume nkwankobo besia bio ene se ete ni da so ansan se CPP betena kunye so a obetumi de nsesa aba deputy general secretary Kwame Nkrumah Bosu
Omei so afohwe apomuden ensam so no abokwaku agimameno e de atu dwase Ghana ban enyanwenta so honhom sonko so obehwe aboa na West Africa Health Organization waho womwani so ade hunu a wompese womuduru ho emfiempimieno ene aduasa no omai Ghana yensoso ye chefa ede boa no yeguso dendenden ono abokwaku agimameno ensam okanyina ene se eye waho womo vision ya wompese womuduru ho 2030 no ene senka ekomani nyina ye international community womu nyina ekabomu na womutimi ede womani ehwe baby fako eye apomuden ensem na womutimi ekonkoden ekodro ho na ode nsemi etudwa ebra ne ensentwe ne Pius Bay Banson etwe nkomo bra ECOWAS Universal Health Coverage Summit ene extraordinary assembly of health ministers womo ECOWAS womu nyina eba nkran hase ebe ye nhyiamu kase sonko ne ho ene odi tudwa se womani so ade hunu ha ene woma ba behyiamu eba betintim ne yie se ne ebe ya ebedru fiempimieno ene aduasemo no na ECOWAS amaya hodo ni nyina eba apomuden hyehye pa obia ejina ne nan so
ya kan say yare ohui onhia visa on file free okko ba bi asese oyede opese okko enti se onko atama ni no dwene ho no yo ne ese wo yo na baba pa no bi anye hwea e ba be ho a bi betu hase enti abehia ne behia ye kwa na be fa so a ne WHO abo ho dawro ya se amanse ne nyina ya tunsi e be ye se afi mpim maduro no aduasa na se ba bi a wo ti bi ase Ghana ha nyina West Africa ha nyina yare to a sebi obinya ayaresa wa bra wo mre odo ho na mo ne yetu yedi ka ne ye strategic plan kwa be fa so a ye be ye se adwuma afi yakobe mfinum yegusa yeko yabesiase yadwendiro ho se ba bia yekase yeko yadu bibi foforo pia ba ese de bekoka ho ana ese sesa ade na ye no kakra yeka review of our strategic plan ono ne ye technical expert for be ni wodim de kese ba betra semra ahwe ahwehwemu abede betu ni ministers yesu agiatu
na wasaidi tudwa bio sesa nhyiamu kese nye nenko a ena womo eye twaso nemu no bekoso a na akire kra no ECOWAS amaya hodo asoafo a womo nsoso ehwe sikasam so no womo so ba be nhyiamu adwendwen kwampa wombetimi afaso aboabo sika no na saa enisoade hu no wombetimi aduru hu
ye de beko ye mampanifo nyina banim e ba gi atu ama yesi ayede ye adwuma wonti abehia na ne ka ho kese pa akira ye be ho adwuma ye para be fa so ye benya sika e de atu anamo no abutaye a ye de asia ni so a biase amansa nyina agi atu no yeso ye betumi aye ye de amana aye
eni awoti Ghana swafo hwapomden ensam so no abokwaku agima menno na ne krakramu na kwanchefo panyi a oda West Africa Health Organization na waho Professor Stanley Okolo ono so editu dwache ehia ese ebibrema na wiase nyina mpo no se yade bi einiti a na nka bibi ma yenso yetimi akeka kan ya bodie mu nyansa pe enim difo no abobom ni yetimi ape yade no anu aduro a yenkodan benkum anase nifa
We have seen that our region is embedded and impeded by a lot of outbreaks of epidemic. You know, we have COVID-19 pandemic, which is global now, but you may not realize that whilst we are fighting that we have Lassa fever in our region. We have dengue fever. We have the cholera. It has even killed more people. We have, then Ebola has come and gone. So it is vitally important that we have an eye to how we prepare, how we do surveillance, and how we are ready to respond rapidly to some of these threats. We can't do it without an agile, efficient, and visible organization. We feel that we've done some things in the past 4 years, but WAHO needs to come out of its cocoon and become even more international. The potential for WAHO for this region is the only region in Africa that has a WAHO. Therefore, we must cherish the organization we have.
Any out here, Quancher for Penya or that West African Health Organization and no Professor Stanley Okolo on the Central Pius Bay Dubanson and Edisan Comway.
Na a chief executive officer Emma Memphis Metropolitan Limited Ora Pate Kwame Danso ena womo ekabo mu a womo si Otra modern chief palace edema na nanom ayemfo ewo atem asene na utru won mu na wo hye ahemfie no said ye ne fe esitie eyi shape kama na light etegu osoro eye atem asene chief palace asen atem asene chief palace ya efepa na waton safra wanabo George Kwame Abuaje ono no yemra se bedwanima adese wo asene across manso constituency ewo Eastern region yata frɛ no Oluwa en wo ka kire adese etese wo no se wo besre omu adawroma wokɔ America said ye wo no mu ayefe ya yenya ye peme kwa America yi to tax en wo mu de kyekyere America ne santina wo sre Ghana fo mamu ma tuotua anyamoya tuotua ne de kyekyere man na obi wo ho na koka se wontua toa ena toa ye tua die ene ye de aye ne ye de aye toa bebrebe ye tua yendan wine ne kasa bebrebe no na yenhye kase e wo kan wo se aban yi betena konya so a eniema pa oye talk about all the regions eniema wo no mu a eye evidence a wo betumi de won sesi so national cake wo tane kakran na de ne ye de ye eye tuo ya enti atuo kakra ye betua ni abob na abo ye be da kyekyere Ghana te sa America fence ye misam penimfo no eto ne de na mo de ye na omumu hu akonta mfa ntere ye eto tua na ye de kyekyere man timada wuruma ye ntua.
Tax to GDP is around 6%. Ghana higher OE tax to GDP is around 12.5%. More who say in America no will be sorry also come. It's an say a tono mochi no you can develop your mind almost tax to GDP approve be na say e basa na woni achi won aban ahun say after COVID so man nya prinyina ne bekosi akoko bisia no ye fenche yen eya wetua ho ensi ho no so afia bia say ko so went me entrensi ho no afipa ye blacklist wa obi no obebo bisia eno ti da ban introduce say 11 e ba beboa na ma ye mputu juma na eden akonanim
enti yasra mu 11 enya de ebekuyan obi aniwa obewu 11 ye gitumisi ye ntia obi aniwa obewu eye sika kakra nkra wo sande ne ate kakra wo sande ne ate kakra entimpeni se little drops of water makes a mighty ocean otimi de etiwe de etibiama de etiwe nso de nkakra nkra ne akabo mu a na ye de gu ye kwanso san enti yentua to eye afei wasa sre Ghana fo se yanji yahunni enye de bia ne ye be depend aborofo ena etise we de etise buroni na aye we de aborofo pa ne betumi aye yanso abibifo ye betumi aye bi ye betumi aye niema kase akura echa aborofo idie na ne nyina ye tuo ya ene ye de ye ne nkakra nkra ntimo me ye ntua to
Mom, you know, mom, that's a gun. I want to crack. Let me at 3 mine. You're done, no Bruni may be mine. Your Bonia Yanni Cromono, Ghana, let me here. So you're buying and a man, and you're my son, a Jima Ghana for. And they are Yamia Dumyaba for democracy and the constitutional rule. As Ramo said, Umi engine to say bet you at all. No, my dear, here, partner say, yet the pressure be back to a buying a soul. I'm a tona year piano at the corner, see a diano. Na the old channel so no then when you go emphasis and no here pa say a tuano yebetua na mono abai mayehu sesikano adekunta yetua no de ya ade no ye we a abema Ghana so be fa ne tuma pa afra
enti moma yentua yetua wi a ni akwa akobisa mpanimfo se etuo na yetua ma amu no ede na mo de ye na omu atrechre na nya so direct ya say eto no yenko bisa sojafo na kwabena fori atem woda ena oboabu ansem ya no a wode bedan.
My TVET campaign, a campaign so Commission for Technical and Vocational Education and Training. CTVET, one more EDS woman so say, one more yes sir campaign ye na one more dia so a ma echi. Sani beya a ma be mo mani eku ensa no nyuma esua ho. Na one di kan aye ni di kan a we any de to so mienu asa conference one de ebe so nyame ya dom a march boso de to so enwotwe na ebeba so. Na eno no mo chese one ne Ghana Skills Development Initiative for sa program no chesa GIZ Ghana womo ena isi womo estreso ena campaign for female education comfort for so ebwa invest project for so eka ho ya ni nyina woma kabo mo ni hye ahodo bebre na ebegu akwamo ede abeso ema epechi na sa women in TVET conference you know womo chesa womo ede basa ne ebeya ebetimi aboa na epia ema dodo no a na akwanya ahodo e what TVET mu no ema so ede wo ho ahyembie wo yo ba professional wo professional job a wo ya so utumi enya bibi side job no so be ye ede aka ho eno no etumi yensa no nwuma a wasua ebetumi aboa wo yie paisan say nei wo bi a wasua ensa no nwuma wo mo ena chese wo mo edidi pa na sa anamonto ya ho enenam so ama invest in her edwumako sonko wo mo ye non profit organization wo mo eto anamo ede encheche dwumadi bi ahyehye so ama so afo abedi akira wo hwe nwumasua eso honorable gift chum ampofo wakokasa ewase na odi tudwa chem se wo mo yesa ede aboa apagya ema se ne ebeye ema so behunu se eba ensa no nwumasua wo mbetimi aye bi pa ama akonanim eyiye enu tu emafo ese nimdi a wanya dada no hwese obetimi asua bibi eye ade a wode wonsa asua wonya ho nimde na eno so no woji ha no na woji ha watimi ede aso abusua no epechi
ni aban betimi ayes your gender policy as say yehwese as many ema that want to come to the area no ye bomodin ema won kwan ema won beji entity ye na to so bio ye nso ye my TVET my future ye cry what TVET ambassadors ema kra do so sen emema once one boa ama TVET no akwanim some cause Ghana ha TVET de ma doso na mom baby e ma no so se ma no ntumi mmonwura edwuma na emema na ye bebre ne friend male dominated no nti na wuskfo na ba se won beboa ama ye nyina ya bom aye education no ama ma na ni aba won ho so na efe won the financial support kakra nso aba a ejina ebeboa ema nko a
ene a woti ye so afo abedi akira ohwe nwumasua ne nkrabata wo mo ena ehwe TVET so honorable gift chum ampo for ye Boakwa North mrahye bedwane na enu achi na executive director ya oda National Vocational Training Institute ano Mrs Mausi Awiti ono so edito ma enim se manya kokudro no mo so se ne ebeye a me ahodo e mema gi aboso ye carpenter adwuma na ma so ye ginafa ne ye de construction na madim auto mechanics na ne plumbing ene na se for tiling nyina electricians so ma betimi ayepa edura sa miye na se ma so asua nyanimde wo ho a oh ka beboa pi.
With this very ones, the females are being targeted to go into the male-dominated vocations, most especially in the building construction industry space, because that is what is booming now. Electricians, plumbers, tilers, painters, and all that. And we all have seen that. That is what is booming in the country now, not only in urban areas, but it's more paying. I mean, a day, for instance, a plumber takes about, if he does by day, it's about 120 Ghana cedis, 100 Ghana cedis. But you won't get any female doing any female-dominated vocation. A day will be paid that amount of money. We've seen that is what industry needs now.
And I would see executive director of that National Vocational Training Institute, and Mrs. Mausi Ewiti. Ne krakremo no ena peace kasebo yene public engagement and advocacy officer or that World University Service of Canada, and Mrs. Juliana Ohenewa Mwakuchum. Ejun governor chesa invest in her yet TVET campaign no eyemfie num dwumedie sonko a womde so omani so a womonso eye ediaboa ema ewo Ghana ha empem enum.
And it's WUSC Invest project I dear be yambota yen say yeboa ema omedi enfidunum kopemedi asenum omo krokasiemu amantam mensa ne ya pa ye de edwumedi enkramantem asantemantem ene atoyemantem de tiene say ye pese enkofo etu batafri omukro mu apa no ye kọ wo mu amoa sani ebe na ombotumi enya bibidi abo mobra na invest medie nso no ye hwese obi a enam de urubu a ye bo ya to need invest in her campaign eso na opepese obenya ne nsa no adwuma na emu nsa no adwuma no nya ne ayenim se ma ye dada na emu me mataye no ebetumi aboa no ye de scholarship scheme a ewo ho epoasa for na omotumi enya nsa no adwuma.
We a public engagement and advocacy officer or the World University Service of Canada, no Mrs. Juliana Ohenewa Amwaku, Uchubian Centrene Amamwakwa Ujampa and a Buan Semiano Ebaye.
Now, Deputy Minister for Local Government and Decentralization, Osaya Mrasebete Nima Dese Wofenso North. Augustine Collins in Tim at the Nami Nusi one more na okwa probo wa Western North Region. Na bra wokodru safety body na wo bisa se Western North Regional Health Directorate office ya wo musi no contractor no way contractor no peda nsa Architectural and Engineer Services Limited AESL na opening ajume wa ya kodru se no so ona bu we de wadaroma meguso ente bia mawie na no onkotu nani nkoso na wana ya sa adwuma yesi yi safety board magistrate court no bebi esi no ewo pe no wo mu si bangolo no nso edi esi enti court ni abongolo ni en wo bisa se contractor be na wo de judge fo nkwa tu esamu sei bebi judge fo te court dan anso ni da bi anya ne sa asa would separate no crowd the class cat baby eni kwanta bongolo no kura ben baby a court that contractor ben na ye adwuma etisa.
But who is a consultant? A consultant. But why do you wait for such calamity to be done before you ask them to be done? You are the consultant. At any point in time, you need to be on the field. Guide them. So you don't wait for them to complete and then you come back later to say this was not this. When you say the guy on site, what do you mean?
The site engineer. At that
engineer.
Yes, was not up to task.
And then you give somebody who is not up to task. So when do you hope to finish a handover to the
month as we come.
A month. Yes. Already you have defaulted by a month.
We are aware that you will be working in the night as well.
You'll be working the night. A month later I'll come here.
Mebanona Western North Regional Health Directorate office no na mwasiewie why ose ya beye na wanyina wo safety board na no for ya bebio and what they are the srede ma deputy minister so one here na project e won mpesua so nyina wo munwie
Vocational as I said ba ye fa anohu and no you're yes, okay, and then one who say, before my bear, while we come out of Chapano, only so more year, the best I'm an honorable minister for local government. Now, to Yaman, said, offer to say any of your said, almost a take away. A moment, said, obey at my now, every view, I did, every say, I did. Then we say, "Oh my, I could do baby." Evening baby, baby. We are by more. Or person that we, or person we are not better. So we get to go to we have what they said. Yeah, to
dear, yate ne ka say, ohina wo se shibodi nana ofuri abebio. Ye nua kojo prekese de Beat FM se shi asawenso. Na motas message ya mode abeda ye no yemfa akakra mre. Ruta natural product ya wellness. Ya de radia se brebia o said anu we you agefo baako e de amayen. Sabre wagefo a ye wono Ruta natural product. Ruta mixture what? Ruta Titanic and a Ruta life. Sa enromian saying, O de kwana kajo de. Udu one more, no atre. Me pacho mepe Ruta mixture no. Ruta mixture no, mediano no. Mensu mepe Ruta Titanic. Esi ni pediano mane kama. Ena yasawo Ruta life. Ahwatin bia ni peduane hia no onsa ebeka. De bine ono na ye manufacturers a ode buy stain remover ede aba. Na ade a ekeka niamem de awoso ya stubborn pa obeka sink mu no. Fa buy stain remover no fegum ebe wash ni nyina. Wash and basin the same thing fegusu ebe yi ni nyina. Tiles no amoto tiles no ene monso amope eniama papa dia pepepa efidie free so no ye wo by 20 eno se fino etesan na akatarazo no so anasa aka fom wo akatas no so aka sink ni mu ebetu ni nyina ase e de free wo shopping mall so awodo nyina ya to apete shop right Malcolm Palace na China Mall ni nyina ubenya bi ewo pedudu etu a 0243 104 883 0243 104 883 21st clinic ye expert was sciatica ni nyo bia na otumi ye yabo mo amane abo expert no 21st clinic sciatica de obetu asiama 0540 311 311 0540 311 311 spices media ne yede enso nya spices nyina na yedi se wo di spices ya no wedi de ya papa de ya papa e wodwa so sabre ayiko seasoning powder o kaposi ekoyie ayiko seasoning powder ekoyie media ne yede se bia wo pese wo ya chicken stew ebi wo ho beef stew ebi wo ho obi wo pese wo ya jollof anam pese aduane bia wo pese wo ye no uhia a steel powder seasoning ayiko seasoning powder ewom 0244 160750 0244 160750
na mamenko Facebook live atanka Bernard Kuntuna se en was ye pass utag for atweate no de abawie ye na mesre Ghana ban I love you no nipa dodo no ase wo mane nye ho enti wo mfa ba bi emfa ento nana kwa memensa bosu sheka afontotro so en was say NDC propaganda efa 11 ho no nya ne be sheki MPP for kra breaking the 8 ni de kan eke ebeba so Kwendas Beido en na wo di free se hwiasafo aseme de ade se de to mampanyin na nado enem ese nke betumi a wo momodia na ono anka sentu na mona utag nsensem no womutimi enka enkosi awie anya sa na wotwe mienu no eso pepepe no so ebeda ne asemfofo Nancy Ofori en was one said de Ghana asumdwe ewo ha no wo de asa wo mpe Ghana to anamon fa wie mse na kwa Ukraine ene Russia wom de omo ho ko na akwa na be hunu akesimi Ebenezer Japan se we kwae en wo se ye MPP amayokun mu atrofo dos wo mu papa enti wo mo enya hwe ye crispo fufuo en wo se honorable Sarah Adwoa Safo menyini se dom kwabenya empesua no besan aba bepribio ne ye wo ye die ono ankase wo yi ne ho adi dada Richard Amfo en wo se memamo adwo na mehwem live every gomu akuma se na aden na Ghana fefe hu ni se amanyofo mo sai wo mensa Daniel Nkroma amekabo tepa enyine soso and was say this way chocolate drink was say the best breakfast so far Ghana enkwaso mamento aso JB Samson and was mumo ni adwuma mehwem live every sa komono enkran hase ya bright ej what the freaka so American town and was in anaba umia edamo asepa ese emre mu odin say mwatoto niema nyina mabibia eko nenim Richard Agumbe was so my adwopa na ono so ehwe live Ken Wise GH and was so ehwe live free upon valley na arehopa Russia and Ukraine ya eko so na beto asan wiase nyina Gilbert Nondo and was mampanyin na nado ne bota titire ne se on de obekoso magana fo nya ne bota ne se obemagana fo eho akere wo mo na mum no se wo behwe aboa amaniema adeda na kwan mu eno ena nani esiso mamefa DJ Method die mefa ene Frederick Anef na DJ Method GH eno CPS FM kasebo me mamwadwo na GS ada na 2021 BC candidates wo results no entime emaye ya semo Frederick Anefi and was say Russia and tokwa omosai e Ukraine so no mampanyin no Russia no no e na ma wenu nyina akoba ye gina so ahomeka se bono so tew ye beba sisi ya
Safi we bedi misika sembe tutu ye pa Safi we men say sika kra Safi we me investments kakra amabusu ya dachi ya kama how be any ho Safi we menye ebeye biemu free say
ebeye enye plano
Sika ho fa hodie mapa no wobetimi enya wo onua dwen seba dwenba na tu anamon sisia ko Ecobank nkrabata bia eben wo ana ko abefo ntentan so ecobank.com/swam na fa ho bedom dwumedie frɛ EDC ne ya was 0302634165 ana WhatsApp yen was 0595235065 ne ene won share investment ahodo ase a eso beba mfa so ama wo EDC Investment Limited yeka Ecobank dwumako ne ho bi.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Emma, yetia for akwaba mo text message no. Aye ayiko seasoning powder and no spices here. E wo dwaso sisi a 0244160750. 21st clinic here expert e was sciatica. Omonso fawani atira wanumu na kwaje ayaresa eye papa 0540311311 JA Bine Company Limited and a day buying stain remover aba a friend buying stain remover a betu efi ya akasinkim wasan basin a betu and you buying 20 and also tarazo anase a form ho tas no so ayefi fa horo so be se san ya to apete mo so awodo ni nyina wo pedodo atu a na obekwa 0243104883 0243104883 Ruta natural product no ni nyina ewo edwaso Ruta Mister no obi a etiri di malaria ehano no kata ne se onkoto Ruta Mister ebetu ase ama ne ho atono eye very good pa se wo pese wa dinimu eda ho ya wo be sound ebeyi wo brebia free wo so a numbi Ruta life nso ema nipedua no eye kama anwa ejirendrim ebe wo huru ni nyina free wonom afa wo ba se wote apankasa afa ebe wo huru moja ni mu ayi fi nyina de efrim na ato ɛna ruta titanic nso ɛyɛ obi a typhoid fever ɛha no ebetu ase ama ne ho ato no sɛ dwumekɔ ya da roma amansan tiame kwabenamafo ɛna
maame biama kwafo
na kasiabɔ no ankasa de adimu aseda ɛde ma Ozon's chemist Ozon's garlic capsules a emanipedia no nya ahoɔden kutia nyarewa kama ɛwɔ edaso MTN chese network no papa no ani omude no we there for you everywhere you go. High Sense Ghana home appliances ya papa nyina ya ton High Sense. Therefore certain beauty or yima feminine mister or be feature komu abesiesie in carbon nyina free wo yesa wo sawa jeria e marry dia no ya kama. For nichre is Legon 0596 611 277 0596 611 277 KK Pepra Roofing or Bodan Sumane ya kono dodo enede what the 10% discount edi aba inti agent ni a carpenter for mu amu bodan so nyina katre edan no rase onko KK Pepra sanse ho no achede egu ho for nichre nsawem old barrier atimota kwantimpo so di kwesi nsawem 0244 912 100 0244 912 100 Sage McCoy Adaruma sorry soi Mickey the triple darling or Baba J na kunya na watna so kama uko okay famonsoa ko Johansson or one more otwanyum egumam kama na nita fam dwumedie so ekoso ebono wote a mesa banamede around the world ede aba makwemo adamase ama monity